as an example, as an extreme case, I have to take, if I'm getting ready, if I do a show, or any bodybuilder or anybody fitness competitor does a show, they get so super lean. I'm using this as an example, right? Because they strip all the body fat off their body.
Yeah.
You can see everything, okay? And the first place you start putting it on, that's like when you start going back to eating normal and you're not in that deep cut anymore, the first place I'm going to see fat accumulate is right here in that lower abdomen.
The hardest place it was to get rid of.
That was the last place it came off. It's the first place it goes back.
That's right.
Because that's where my body wants to more easily store it. That's my body. So that's my genetics. You're not really going to change that per se.
You can't. No, you can't.
So I can't spot. I had to get all the fat off everywhere else before I got rid of this. So I can't. So if I want to get rid of this, then I have to be willing to go way down on my body fat level to get rid of this. And so people will spend all this time trying to get their body fat. I got to get rid of this. I got to get rid of this. It ain't going away unless you're willing to go into a really dark place. I'm serious. I mean,
he wasn't the most pleasant when he was prepping.
I was a butthole.
Hey, I'm Jessica, owner of OptimLife Health, and here with me is my husband, Bradley. And together we own Goins Strong Fitness.
Yep.
And so today we're going to talk about stuff that, is it legit or scam? Okay.
Yep.
And we're going to try to keep it probably just simple today.
We'll do 3 subjects, right?
We always say that, and it ends up long anyway. But we're going to do 3, just 3, and then we'll do more in the future. Okay, the first thing, cleanses, legit or scam?
Oh, it was a total scam.
Okay.
Cleanses are a scam 100% of the time. Liver cleanses, well, I guess a gut cleanse if you're buying a juice cleanses, all these cleanses.
I think you're talking about juice cleanses or scams.
They are. Juice cleanses or any kind of liver cleanse. The real cleansing mechanism of the body is like, if you got like a stomach issue, like you're just not going to eat for a while, like fasting.
Literally.
Letting the body just kind of heal without having stuff on it.
I don't know what a juice cleanse is going to do.
A juice cleanse is not going to do anything.
Yeah.
It's not really doing anything. You might be putting nutrients in your body and you're giving your digestive tract a break. But you get that with fasting. You don't need... So
fasting is where the major benefits come from.
Right.
From
if you go on a liquid cleanse, the benefit is not coming from the liquid. The benefit is coming from you taking a break from a bunch of solid food and not eating a bunch of crap.
Yes.
And so your digestive tract has a chance to sort of reset a little bit. Juice is not really doing anything, in my mind.
In my mind, it's spiking your blood sugar and...
Yeah,
but I could be wrong on this.
If it's just like...
Because you're not eating food, so you're getting something, but at the same time...
When people do juice
the
cleanses,
are in fasting.
they're buying these pre-made juice cleanses and crap, or these like powders. If you're making your own like organic fruit smoothie, possibly some benefit there that gets... But
if I was going to do a fasting, but I couldn't like technically fast, I would drink essential amino acids all day. That's what I would do.
But that's
I'm not going to do a fruit.
I would do essential amino acids to feed my body the amino acids and that anabolic signaling and recovery, because your body needs what to recover? Amino acids.
Right.
And you're giving your body all the essential amino acids it needs.
Not a juice.
And actually, I've done that. Actually, if I was sick and I can't eat, I'm going to take essential amino acids. I'm not drinking Gatorade. Unless I might take, if I need some like electrolyte, or if I need if I need glucose, I'm not going to do Gatorade anyway. But I would essential amino acids at a minimum, because that's going to give my body something to utilize.
Yeah.
And heal and recover and fight off what I'm doing. If I can't hold down food, especially like if I'm, right. I might not hold down that, but if I can hold down that water long enough, then some of that amino acid is going to be absorbed very quickly. And if I, as long as it's in my system for 15 minutes before I throw it up, I'll be all good.
I think my thing is, like people who do fruit, would it be considered a cleanse? But I've seen them like say to do it so they can drop weight.
Yeah,
it's just water weight that you're dropping because you're not eating food.
Yes.
Like it's
you drop weight by just fasting.
Right. So you could technically fast, and if you want to drink something to support your body, it would be the essential amino acids, which is the building blocks of your protein in your body.
It's why Slim Fast was a scam back in the 90s and early 2000s. The celebrity juice cleanse was always a scam.
I'm not falling for the cleanse.
That's all that stuff is basically what we're talking about. The liver cleanse that says put this olive oil with this, that's garbage. If you want a liver cleanse, take high dose NAC, N-acetylcysteine. That's what they're going to give you in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
They're going to give you intravenous.
Yes.
So somebody comes in with liver failure in the hospital, what are they giving you?
Well, especially if it's for Tylenol overdose, because that's the antidote. But yeah. But yes, in certain circumstances, they will use NAC, yes, for liver injury, yes.
Okay. So my point is, if you want to improve your liver function, NAC would be something that you could take. That's not a cleanse, that's just a supplement. Right? So there's no way to like cleanse the liver. The only way to like...
It's funny to me, all these people who are concerned about health and want to do all this stuff, but then they still drink so much alcohol every day.
Yeah. And if you don't even talk about a liver cleanse if you're drinking alcohol.
Like, because that's your first step.
Every time you drink...
it's not that you can't ever have it.
No. But every time you drink alcohol, just understand you're drop kicking your liver.
Yeah.
You're punching your liver right every time. Punch.
I'm just saying I think it's ironic.
It is irony. We're not judging. Just be aware.
Let's just move.
Yeah. Sure.
Give me a count, Caleb. Thank you.
Sweet.
Okay, spot fat reduction. Bam. We did what we wanted. 5 minutes.
Is it legit or a scam? Spot fat reduction.
Scam.
Yes. You cannot spot reduce fat.
But I just want to lose it right here.
I just want to lose belly fat.
I just want to lose it right here.
And we all want to lose belly fat.
Yeah, me too. Like I want to spot reduce my legs whole life.
The first place I gain fat is right in my lower abdomen, and I would say about 80% of guys are in the same boat.
A lot of people is belly fat. Most people. And then some women are like me, and I always had it in my thighs.
Yep.
And that was really bothersome to me.
I always tell her if I had her stomach genetics, I would be like the most complete bodybuilder ever. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be. I'd be much better than I am. But anyway. Most people will gain fat first here in the midsection. It's just easier for your body to store it here. So it's like when I do a scan, it's like all my body fat's in my trunk. I don't have any on my legs. My arms are lean.
It makes me sick.
Yeah, I don't have any on my. But I keep it all in my trunk, in my lower back, my mid back, and abdomen.
But you can sit and do an exercise
all
day long.
I could do 1,000 crunches a day every day.
It's not going to burn.
It's not going to burn more fat.
Oxidize, whatever you want to say.
It's not going to burn more fat. It could possibly make you look leaner if you have bigger abs.
Yeah.
Right? You know, like if you're Ashton Kutcher and you don't have any like muscle definition, he's just really, really lean. It's an example, like, you know, when he was really, really lean. Of course, he got jacked for that one movie where he was a lifeguard. But like.
Yeah, why don't they ever keep it anyway? Like, you know, they get jacked for a role and then it's like, just let that go.
Because they pretend like they didn't take performance enhancing drugs for that role and then go back off of them.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyway, so, you know, some of it's gonna be genetics. It's all genetic.
Yeah, like you can work them. Like don't get me wrong. You should work them. If it's your legs, if it's your stomach, if it's
you can shape it.
You work those muscles certainly, absolutely. That's going to help.
But it's not going to make
just spot reduce the fat in
that
area.
Right.
No.
You're changing the aesthetic, but you're not making it burn more fat in that location, or oxidize more fat. I don't like the word burn for fat because you're oxidizing it. You oxidize fat. You don't burn it. You don't melt it. It oxidizes. You breathe it. You're breathing out. Anyway, so you cannot spot reduce. What happens is when you lose weight, your body will take it from the easy places first, wherever your body burns it more easily.
And everybody's different.
Right. Everybody's different.
We're all shaped different.
The first place you put it on, so like, as an example, as an extreme case, I have to take, if I'm getting ready, if I do a show, or any bodybuilder, or anybody fitness competitor does a show, they get so super lean. I'm using this as an example, right? Because they strip all the body fat off their body. Yeah. You can see everything, okay? And the first place you start putting it on, that's like when you start going back to eating normal and you're not in that deep cut anymore, the first place I'm going to see fat accumulate is right here in that lower abdomen.
The hardest place it was to get rid of.
That was the last place it came off. It's the first place it goes back.
That's right.
Because that's where my body wants to more easily store it. That's my body. So that's my genetics. You're not really going to change that per se.
You can't. No, you can't.
So I can't spot. I had to get all the fat off everywhere else before I got rid of this. So I can't. So if I want to get rid of this, then I have to be willing to go way down on my body fat level to get rid of this. And so people will spend all this time trying to get their body fat. I got to get rid of this. I got to get rid of this. It ain't going away unless you're willing to go into a really dark place. I'm serious. I mean,
he wasn't the most pleasant when he was prepping.
I was a butthole. If you want to be a butthole and be irritable,
or if you want to go get lipo with your money.
Well, I guess you can spot reduce with lipo.
Cool sculpting.
Cool sculpting's temporary. You can
I'm
gain.
just throwing stuff out there. I ain't gonna
But
do it.
lipo does, like, yes, okay, yeah. Lipo with your money, like you said, like Kanye. Is that Kanye?
Is it Kanye? I don't know.
Lipo with
He's
your
like,
money.
I listen to country.
But you can. I don't listen to rap or to devil's music. But anyway, the only way to spot reduce would be lipo at that point. And some fitness competitors do get lipo down here. That is a real thing. Celebrities do it too. But if I was willing to spend the money, I might do it.
To do it. If
I'm just worried that if I put it back off, like if I put fat somewhere else, does this like those fat cells are gone? So like everywhere else is like it's weird.
No.
Anyway.
Okay, so you had 5 minutes of that.
Okay, that was 5 minutes of that. Can I finish?
God, what do you want to say?
You can't spot reduce, but it's going to come back on. Your body will when you're losing fat, you will lose it from everywhere. You might be pulling a little bit more from the easy areas first, right?
Yeah.
But you're losing fat all over. You cannot spot reduce. And when you gain it back, you're gaining it all over. It's just more of when I'm putting it back on, like in that scenario what I was talking about. I'm putting it on more here first. I'm still gaining fat in my legs. It's just not as much.
Right.
If my body wants to put it here first, it's easier to store and harder to take off. That's the point. You can't spot reduce though.
Getting toned without adding muscle. Scam.
It's total scam.
Okay.
So the common.
What you will say.
What are they? Well, okay. Well, what's the most common phrase? Well, I just want to tone.
I don't really want to put on any muscle. I just want to get toned.
Or a guy will say to me, "Well, I don't really want to be like you." I'm like, no offense. I've been working a very long time for this. You're not. Okay, you got to.
I don't want to get bigger. I just want to get toned. I don't want to build any muscle. I just want to get toned.
But here, I'm gonna put it this way: you cannot tone fat.
Muscle is not going to magically convert.
Tone.
No, excuse me. Fat is not going to magically convert.
It doesn't. It doesn't convert.
It's like there's no conversion between fat.
Fat and muscle are two separate. They're two separate things.
Yes.
Fat and muscle does not convert.
Fat oxidizes. You can build muscle. I mean, you can lose muscle. You don't want to lose muscle.
So if you want tone,
you gotta have muscle.
The only thing that can be toned is muscle.
Yep.
So if you'll see these like old Abercrombie models back in the day, the guys are so skinny. They're lean, but they're not super toned. Like they don't have as much muscle because they're so lean. They're so small.
It's going to depend on your age and your genetics and your baseline. Like, okay, if you're like 16 years old and you're a male and you played sports or whatever, you may have some good baseline muscle, right?
Yeah.
So if they lose weight, you're going to see it more. But like the older you get, muscle mass don't just grow on trees. Yeah. Your muscle mass declines with age. So if you don't stimulate it or make a point to build it, you lose weight without stimulating those muscles and working it out. You're just losing fat, and your muscle is just kind of there.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna be toned like you think you are.
So like with the GLPs, if people are losing weight real fast nowadays, right? They'll lose that weight super fast, but they don't. Well, I don't. I'm going to lift weights. I can't tell you how many times guys have told me this. I'm going to start lifting after I get to my goal weight.
I want to lose the weight first.
No.
And then.
No. If you do that, you are sabotaging yourself. Do not do that.
You've got to stimulate your muscle while you're losing fat.
If you don't stimulate it, you will lose the muscle, and then you have to regain it.
And you will, guess what? If you're stimulating the muscle and working out while you're losing fat, you're going to lose the fat better.
You look better.
Because you're going to raise your basal metabolic rate.
Yeah.
It's going to be, better.
That's where the
please
yes.
don't just walk on the treadmill, and please don't just.
You
think,
have to.
I've got to lose
lift.
fat first and then build muscle. It's backwards. It's just like.
Well,
no.
When you weight train and you're in a dieting scenario, when you train your muscles, it makes them more insulin sensitive. So when you do eat carbs, your body handles the carbs better. So your fat loss is actually better, and you're losing more fat, but the scale might not go down at the same rate because you're not losing muscle with it. I can get you to lose 40 pounds in 40 days or whatever it is if you're really big, right? A lot of water. I can make you lose muscle.
That's sad.
I could make you lose 10 pounds of muscle. And that's why when you go to these weight loss places, they'll say, don't lift weights for the first so many days. They'll literally tell you that. Because they want you to get the scale weight. When they promise you 40 pounds in 40 days or whatever.
They know that if you lift weights.
They know if you lift weights.
The scale will not go down the same.
Your body's going to hold more carbohydrate into the muscles. It's going to hold more water in the muscles. And so the scale is not going to go down as much. Mm-hmm. You will look better though. You will look better with more muscle and the same amount of fat loss than if you just lose the scale weight.
And you'll be healthier.
And you're going to be healthier.
You're going to be healthier all around because, like you said, it does improve your insulin sensitivity. It does raise your basal metabolic rate, all that. But it's also good for like your bone health. Just think about longevity, like everything.
Longevity. Muscle is associated with longer lifespan.
Yes.
Okay. So you want to keep it. You don't want to lose it. So the goal is when you're losing weight to don't focus on the scale weight, and you don't worry about tone. Like tone is you have to have muscle to have tone.
You have to have muscle to have tone.
You know what's bulky? Fat. Fat is bulkier than muscle.
Yeah.
Okay, so look.
Because muscle is more dense.
Well, flex.
What do you want me to do?
Just flex.
Not move to this arm.
Yeah. Look. Is that bulky? No, that's not bulky. That's muscle. That's tone. But she lifts weights and she lifts heavy. That if you want a toned arm, you have to have muscle. Women, you're not going to get bulky. What's bulky is if you have muscle like that and then you're carrying 30 extra pounds in that fat.
Then it'll look
and bulky. Then it looks bulky, right? Or guys will think, oh, well, they'll start losing weight. Guys will start losing weight. And they had all this fat on their arm. And, they'll flex, look how jacked I am. And then, but you can't see any veins because they've got like 50 extra pounds. Yeah, your arm is much bigger when it's got a layer of fat around it. So their shirts get really loose. And, I'm losing muscle. Like, no. You're not losing muscle if you're lifting weights and you're eating protein. The fat's coming off and your arm is shrinking because a lot of that was not muscle.
Yeah, a lot of guys think they have more muscle than they actually
a lot of guys I've talked to, they freak out. And I'm like, no, you just don't have as much muscle as you think you did. You're not as jacked as you thought you were. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, like, you need to get the fat off and then see what you got, and then let's go from there. Anyway, if you want tone, you got to lift weights.
You have to lift weights.
You have to lift weights.
And
and eat your protein.
And depending on how you want to look, it may vary your training. Right?
Yeah.
It may vary your style. That's cool.
I'm not saying lift like a power lifter.
Maybe you don't want to see like. Maybe it is that you're just like, I just want to look like I have baby month, like just barely,
Sure.
But you still got to do it.
But you still got to lift some weights.
Do it, like
And I don't mean like 4-pound weights. I'm talking about if you want tone, and that's what you want. I'm talking about when you're doing like 10, 12, 15, like no more than 15 reps, and it's burning.
Yeah.
I don't mean grab
5 pounds,
5-pound plates, and you do the cardio kickboxing and stuff like this for 30 minutes. You're going to sweat, but you're not building muscle.
Like, I don't even know what they call them. Like where you're doing like more than one move in one, like for like the shoulders, or they're like like they're doing all this stuff at one time, and
that's exercise.
Keep it simple. Some of this stuff, I'm just like,
it's exercise. It's not training.
What is this? Like
it's
this
exercise.
Is crazy. Keep it simple. Like people make stuff too hard. It blows my mind, literally.
Just do bicep curls.
Yeah.
Come to Goins Strong Fitness and use the machines we got there. It makes it real easy.
Yeah.
I got 100 of them.
We got so much. Anyway, let's just wrap this thing up. So we talked about specifically juice cleanses for sure.
All of your like, what is it, like mainstream cleanses that they push, that's all garbage.
And who's selling it, right? Like No, most products are made to make money. Anyway,
right.
Spot fat reduction. Not
You
happening.
can't spot reduce.
And you're not getting toned without worrying about your muscles and stimulating them. Okay, like you're.
Only muscle can be toned.
Yes, you're not toning up no fat.
That's right. You cannot fat tone or fat tone. You can't tone fat.
You can't fat tone.
You can't fat tone. But you have to lift weights if you want tone. You have to lift weights if you want tone.
Period.
Period. Periods.
Period.
Who
I
said
was
that?
just kidding.
Oh,
It
period.
was a joke.
That's true though. Period.
He's like, what? Is that how you spell it?
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point. Okay. Anyway, that's it. We will see you next time.
Hopefully you find that helpful.
Yes.